Hey fam, welcome back to my channel. My name is Bisalamda, and on today's video I am going to be talking about 9 ways in which you can make the most of your 20s, like level up in your 20s. So you want to watch this video, trust me. Stay tuned and I'll be right back. Thank you. And we are back. So my first tip to making the most of your 20s and leveling up in your 20s is take control of your life and be disciplined, right? In your 20s, I know we like to cruise, live life as it is. It's okay, yeah, but you need to take control and make conscious effort to be disciplined. Take control of your time. Take control of things you spend your energy on. Just be disciplined, right? And in your 20s, to be disciplined, it can be very difficult, right? But with discipline, you also have to merge it with determination, because what are your goals? And then you also have to plan, right? So it's like, okay, so you want to be disciplined. How do you be disciplined if you don't have a plan? For you to be disciplined, you need to plan ahead. Make a schedule that works for you and stick to it, right? For me, what I do is I already plan my day ahead. Like I already have like a mental calculation. At times I just important things down, like, oh, I have to do this between. Procrastination is a thief of time. Procrastination is the audacity to think that you will have the time, or God will even give you the privilege to do what you're supposed to do today, tomorrow. So if you know it's something you could just sharply do. Like most of the things we procrastinate on here are things that top 30 minutes we're done. So why procrastinate? So why delay it to the second day? I used to be, I don't think anybody was. I used to be a very big procrastinator. Like, you know those people that they can give you 2 weeks, like, do your assignment or do a particular work, but a few hours to the submission of that time of that work, that is when you put in a like your world is crashing down. At your 20s, you need to be able to take control of your time, make conscious effort of what to spend your time on, what to spend your effort on, and be disciplined. Like, try to discipline yourself. And we also do these things. If I'm not disciplined, like in my 30s, I'll be disciplined. What you don't make to be part of you, to be like something that is like an habit, it will be very difficult for you to stick to it when you are in your 30s. So when you are trying to like be disciplined, it depends on what you do. So let's say you have a plan to, say at the beginning of the year, you set a goal that I'm going to have saved, like, let's say 500,000 by the end of the year, right? I mean, I'm just using this as an example, but then you're seeing someone is telling you, come and buy this bag, that designer shoe, that purse, that makeup, that bling 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 bling. If it's something that you know is going to distract you from reaching your goal, that is where discipline comes in. That is when you look at temptation in the eye, and then you're like, I refuse to be tempted, because I am disciplined. Like, it doesn't have to be something big or huge. You can start with something very gradual. It could be like okay, so you could make a plan that, okay, by 9 I am sleeping. Like, make it a habit. Discipline yourself. It's just make a conscious effort to be disciplined, and it's something that will take you a long way in your 20s. To my next point, my second point, another thing that will enable you to make the most of your 20s and to level up is friendship. The kind of energy you surround yourself with, the kind of people you allow into your inner circle, will kind of dictate how your 20s will be. All them parasite, girl, bye. Like all the people that are just coming to leech off you, like, bye. It's nothing personal. It's just that if they are not adding anything to your life, I'm not saying you should like diss old friends or disregard people. Just keep that distance. You need to surround yourself with people that will help you to realize your goals. You need to surround yourself with people that know someone that will help you to realize what you want to achieve, right? So basically, what I'm saying is, be friends with people. Friendship in your 20s has to be of mutual benefit, right? There's no more chance for you to just say, gang, we move, we just chilling, and you guys are not gaining anything. You're just hanging around and making, I don't want to say constituting nuisance, but yeah, make be very intentional of people that you surround yourself with. Do not surround yourself with doubting Thomas. Do not surround yourself with Debbie Downer. Do not surround yourself with toxic people. And if you are the three people that I've mentioned, or the three things I've mentioned, you also need to check yourself. That also, you need to know that when you're going, if you're trying to form friendship with somebody, you also have to be bringing something to the table, right? You cannot be going to say, oh, let's say that, you know how they say, rich people are always friends with rich people, and then the poor is always friends with the poor, right? So if you're trying to break into the rich people's circle, or let's say someone that is highly intellectual, you have to be bringing something to the table, right? You have to have something to offer in our friendship. We are gaining something mutual from each other. You are of benefit to me. Like, we are not just like the kind of friend that I will call when it could also be maybe a friend that you call when you want to hang out, and the person that will help you relieve your anxiety or whatever. But make sure the people you let into your inner circle are people that your goal kind of align. Not even kind of, that your goal aligns. Be very intentional. Like, I keep using this word intentional about the people you call friends, people you allow into your inner circle. And also remember, if you're open to join a group of people, or people that you feel like, oh, they are popping and they are like leveling up, be ready to also bring something to the table. Because if you're going to ask for a seat on the table, you better be bringing something to that table, girl. So to my next one, guys. Oh, by the way, if you're still here, please do not forget to subscribe, like the video, comment. Let me see how you're handling your 20s, or how you're leveling up in your 20s. Let's share our experience in the comment section. The third point, guys, is be very, I'm also going to use this word intentional again, about who you date in your 20s, right? I think 20s, early 20s, people probably say, oh, I'm just dating for experience, I'm just dating for cruise, I'm just dating for fun. But for me, if you're in your 20s, say, regardless of maybe early 20s, or and you are in a relationship, that relationship better be something that is, you're driving some kind of meaningful benefits from that relationship. Because bruh, that girl that's turned you into an ATM machine is going to hinder your what? Your leveling up. Auntie, that booty call is not what you're made for, sis. You gotta level up beyond all that. So if you're going into a relationship, be very conscious of who you are trying to. That's why you see some guys, I'll be like, oh, I cannot date girls in their early 20s, like early 20s, let's say 21, 22, because the only thing they know about is iPhone. That kind of things annoys me, right? So in your your 20s, regardless of late 20s, because it's what you call, it's the attitude that you try to cultivate from your early 20s that will kind of take you to, it will kind of frame what your late 20s is going to be like. So when you're trying to date someone, or when you are in a relationship, don't stay in a toxic relationship because the person hurts your ego, or you're driving some, I don't know what, not benefit from it. If it is not a mutual relationship where both parties are gaining something reasonable from each other, I do wonder why you did for that relationship. Like, I don't understand. Okay, so let me use an example of Lori Harvey and Michael Jordan, right? It's, I mean, I don't know what's going on in the relationship outside the glitz and the glam, right? But looking outside the relationship, you could kind of tell that it's kind of mutual benefit, right? Because Jordan can stay alone, like, without Lori, right? And Lori is like, she makes her money. Like, she get a car. She can say after, say by tomorrow, she doesn't end up with Michael, which both parties can stay independent and still live their life without the needing the other party to like support them. So when you're trying to date in your 20s, be very, very intentional about, because you gotta wise up, boy. Like, you got to jazz up. Like, all those, oh, I'm just dating for cruise, I'm just dating for experience. Which experience? Essentially, when you're trying to date in your 20s, please make a conscious effort of make up in your head what, okay, so I am Bisola. What do I need in a man? That, okay, so what do I think What do I want my ideal man to be? Is it intellectually? Just make sure whatever relationship you are in, you're not just there for the fun and the cruise, and then at the end of the day, you're going to end up together. Emotional damage, make yourself a mess. And even if you are very intentional about who you date in your 20s and it still doesn't work out, that's fine, girl. Like, boy, you good. But then don't allow, because the kind of person that you also date, right, is also kind of determine how leveled up you'll be. It's also kind of determine how much growth you want for yourself. So basically, you and your partner must want growth for each other. Your partner must want you to grow, and you must also want your partner to grow. To the next point, guys. This next point, sheesh, I cannot overemphasize it. Invest in yourself and do not engage in petty talks. Like, is it one skill that you need that will make you level up? Learn it. Is it a machine or equipment or something that you need that will help you to level up, that will take you a step further, that will make you the it factor? Get it, right? This is the time you need to, cause over like as you grow up, you keep learning, right? There's a particular stage where or age when they say, oh, you stop learning. You just keep learning, keep trying to learn new things, just keep acquiring knowledge. Make yourself something, I've forgotten the English. Make yourself I have it in my head, but I can't I can't see to get it out. Just make yourself someone valuable, right? Invest so much in yourself that if you see an offer that is like it is so, is it like it's not your worth, right? You can easily dismiss it because at that time you've already invested so much in yourself. Like, you've mastered your, say someone like Kylie Jenner, right? People talk about her, right? Like, oh, she's this, the reality TV star, she's blah, 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 blah. But you guess what? The girl is investing in herself. She keeps investing in her business. You talk about her, you gossip about her, tabloids here, blah, 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 scandal, a family issues. She's still making her money. She is still leveling up. You know why? Because she has invested in herself. So you also need to, like, another thing that people will say is you need money, right, to kind of invest in yourself. But then you also need to remember that you use money to look for money. Like, so just make the conscious effort. It could be, I mean, like, now there are lots of free courses online of things you could do. Just take that step of, like, there is nothing as beautiful as investing in yourself. Invest in your skills, invest in your knowledge, and monetize it, right? And do not engage in petty talks, like things that don't deserve your energy. Don't give it time or light of the day. Like, don't mind, right? Let's use Wizkid for an example. You can be dragging Wizkid on the street of Twitter, like, Jen, my guy no go talk. Like, he can just come online and tweet something random, but he's still making his money, right? So don't waste your time or energy thinking about, oh, if I do this, what will people think about me? What will people say? As long as you're not doing something illegal, you're not killing somebody or committing a crime, do you, sis? Do you, bro? Because at the end of the day, the same people that are like gossiping and talking about you and saying things about you are still going to be the people that will come and say, oh, hey, I'm so happy for you, you did it. And as Queen B said, you guys, you know you are that bitch when you cause all these conversations. Always stay what? Always stay humble, and best revenge is your paper. Like, that's it. Invest in yourself. Don't engage in petty talks. Let people talk, because they will always talk. People will always have something to say. But as long as you're leveling up, you're developing yourself, and you're not doing something illegal or committing crime, doing something that directly affects other people negatively, do you and let them talk. So do you and let them talk. Invest in your skills. Invest invest in your time, invest in your mental health, invest in your emotional brain, invest on things that are very important. You know what people hate the most? when you ignore them and then you don't give them the light of the day, that even angers them more than you responding and then you guys engage in unnecessary banter. The time you're using to reply that tweet, you could be using it to make $1 million deal, of taking a step just to learn a new skill that will make you to level up. But you should also know that investment takes time, right? Don't expect magic to happen when you're investing in yourself. But when you're investing, let's say in your skills or in building yourself up, look, when you're telling yourself, look at the long-term effect of what you're doing, not what you're doing right now. Because right now, even if you're like learning a skill that is very important to you, that you say, okay, if I'm able to master this thing, it's going to be very beneficial to me, right? And people don't see it, it's fine, right? It's okay, because not everybody is going to see, like, nobody's going to see what you're seeing or your vision until it actually comes out into reality. So keep grinding, keep going, and you're going to level up soon. To the next point, guys. My next point is, you've already invested in yourself, you invested in your skill. Now monetize the hell out of that skill. That's my next point. Monetize your skill. No free, as in, remember, business succeed when family and friends, what, when they pay for their services. And like that hair you're doing for free and you're not billing people, I'm wondering what is wrong with you, because that can be your own way of leveling up. That content you're creating for free, what's up, guy? Like, why are you not charging people? Why are you not billing people? I once had an issue with someone here. She's my friend, right? But she designs clothes, right? So she came to me and then she was like, oh, that she's trying to like find a way to kind of more of like a marketing strategy, right, to do it for. And this was like back in, I think, 2019. I can't really remember the year. And I'm like, oh, okay. So I kind of like, okay, so I kind of have an idea, because I know your business, right? I can kind of like create something that will work for you, but this is how much I'm going to charge. And then it became an issue. I was like, I don't understand. Like, why is me charging for my time, my effort? I'm practically bringing my skill, because I'm not going to give you something trashy. I'm going to give you something that will fit your brand and that will work for you. So why is this an issue, right? And then she's like, but it's not just something that you just use your brain and just do. And I'm like, when you sell your clothes, right, when I buy your clothes, did I tell you to give it to me for free? And she's like, it's different. She's using effort. Do I know how many times she used on a machine? And do you know how many times I will use, how many hours I will use to come up with whatever it is that works for your business, thinking. And then you almost seem like, oh, but you're using your brain and I'm using my hand. I'm like, it's the same thing, right? Because people will try and say, it's not just to post something. Post it now. So people even say it's on YouTube. Watch it now. If it easy, you self do like kofaja. No, it's not something that will cause fights or something. So don't let anybody try to make you feel guilty for charging for your worth, or charging for your service, charging for your time. The time that you're using to create that content for free, you could have used it to get another business and use it for something that will help you to level up. So while you are using your time and your effort to help your friends or whoever it is that's coming to you for a free service to level up, you remain at the same point. Why they are leveling up, and you're like, so why is this happening to you? Are doing yourself, because instead of you to be charging for these skills and whatever it is that you acquire and the things that you have to offer, you're providing it to people for free. And I'm not saying don't help your friends. I'm not saying don't support your friends, but there are times when, if it's something that you know that is going to take you, let's say 8 hours, or take a very significant amount of your time, you can bill for it. Business succeed. Like, monetize it. Like, even if your friend comes to you about it, don't make it actually be something that is like your business. It's something that you do as a business. Let them understand, right? Business apart, friendship apart, right? We all want to go. I also want to go. So support my business and I support you. Simple as ABC. Monetize your skill. Don't be doing it for free, because I don't understand. The next point is to manage your finances. Oh God. You need to learn to cut your coats according to yourself. Like, that is very important in your 20s. Buy necessities, not luxuries, and that's on period. Like, that's it. Buy things that are very crucial to, things that you know that if you don't buy it, you'll probably die. But see all those luxury items, if you cannot afford it without breaking your bank, then it's not the right time to buy it. What I do is I set a budget of, okay, let's say this month, now 100k I would like, it's 100k I'm going to spend. The only thing that will make me, stray away from that 100k that I have already planned is if somebody is dying, I mean, if the world will end or something catastrophic is going to happen. But you see, if another thing I do is if a friend, if I and then like when you're managing your finances, yeah, let's say in a month you earn, let's say like 100k, and then a certain amount goes to transportation, a certain amount goes to feeding, maybe you send money to families, whatever it is, before you now have like maybe flex money, and then you save. But also remember, this is very crucial. You don't save from what you have left. You spend what you have left. The first thing you do is to save. Like maybe set a target. Say, okay, 100 out of 100k that I'm getting every month, I'm going to be saving, say maybe 20k or something, whatever it is that works for you. It's not going to make you uncomfortable. But there's some people that they will have jaye plenty, like they will have spent the money on jaye, flexing, cruising, and then they will come back to save. You don't do that. That's not how you manage your finances. Like, you make sure you don't go above your means of living. Once you're going above your means of living and then you're running into debt, that is what's going to follow you probably into your 30s, and you don't want to stay to your 30s with debt. So manage your finances, right? Buy what is necessary, like necessities, luxurious items that you cannot afford to buy conveniently without breaking a bank doesn't deserve to be bought, and that's on period. My next point is networking. I think this is one of the things that most of us slip off in our 20s, right? Networking can take you places. Go out to reasonable events. Please don't just go to any events where you not miss, like, there's some you need to know those strategic places to meet those people in order to network with them. When you go out to events, try to talk to people. Don't be afraid of, the worst thing they will say is give you attitude and walk away, but then you've already made an effort, but then you will never know. And I think there's something they say that a closed mouth is a hungry mouth. I can't remember. Like, you should keep your mouth. Like, nobody will know what's going on with you if you don't talk, right? So, okay, for example, right, I met so I got one amazing job opportunity through social media, right? And I'm not the kind of person that will necessarily post online that, oh, I'm looking for this. So I just posted it online that, oh, I'm looking for this opportunity. Please, you have somebody come eat me up. And then somebody just messaged me. I was like, oh, I have this opportunity for you. Do you want to try it? And then he invited me to an event, right? So it was like, oh, so you kind of need to like talk to the person and don't make them know that I kind of told you, but just kind of pitch yourself, right, in a way that they know this is what you offer. I got there. I mean, the person was obviously, if you can also get a bit intimidated because you're trying to pitch an idea to somebody that probably is well off, right? And then you're like, you come in my little budget and my little idea, what are they going to say? So I went there confidently with this is when I was shaking, and then I was able to get the job, right? And that was because the other person, this person that kind of like, we're following each other on social media, because obviously you saw my story, that's why you responded. We're not like Gucci, and then we're not like body, but I met him to an event, and then from there we exchanged like social media handles, and that was it. You can never know when your next step will come from. Like, don't turn off that. Try and network with people. People will call you excuses. People will call you and you're attaching yourself to people. If Askison is going to do the job for you, right? I mean, it's not as if you're letting go of your esteem, or you're trying to insult yourself or make yourself less of a person. Kiss that ass. That's what I say. Like, do it. It's going to get you the job, right? But also try and, don't put yourself in a position where you'll be used or insulted, or you feel it will affect your self-esteem. No. But if people are saying that, well, you're just an ass kisser. They said something about one very very is someone I know, right? And he's kind of popular now. But then people used to say, oh, he's kissing, he's trying to attach himself to those celebrities. Guess what? He's one of the most highly demanded social media influencer now, because you know what? He knows that attaching himself to those people is going to get him what he wanted, and he did it for himself. Now, the people that were saying he's attaching himself are people that are now trying to attach themselves to him, because he leveled up. Like, he did what he had to do to level up without affecting anybody or trying to hurt anybody. So network, meet people, go out to events, talk to people, chat, have meaningful conversation with people, because you can never say where your next, your helper is going to come from. So when you're at an event, don't just sit down at one corner that, oh, I don't know somebody. Try and talk to people. Try, just try, right? Because if you don't take the first step, you'll probably remain at the same spot. Networking is key. Please, like, I really cannot emphasize networking right now. So your 20s is even the most where you get to like meet with different people, and then also know for each occasion, dress well to the occasion, look the part, talk the part, and walk the part, right? If you're going to like a high class event, dress like in such a way that by the time you approach someone or you start talking to someone, they don't look down on you, they want to listen to you. If you're going to a very socialized event, right, and you're just like somebody that's going to a club, you're not ready to network. So that's why I said look the part, talk the part, and walk the part. Network is like the new, like one of the easiest ways, like sort of level up, because you meet the people in different niche, like people that can introduce you to different opportunities. Make good use of your network, guys. To the next one. The next one is don't be afraid to hear no, right? This is part of, like, don't be afraid to take risk. As in your 20s, you need to learn how to take some risk, right? It could be reasonable financial risk, it could be just risk generally, and don't be afraid that, oh, what if I do this, they're going to tell me no. That is the worst thing that could happen. You're not going to die from no's, and then you just don't know when that yes will come in. So if you want to level up in your 20s and making the most of your 20s, being afraid of people telling you no is not even an option, right? There was a proposal I submitted because I have a new project I'm working on, right? And I went with, I was very optimistic. I'm like, hey, I read day, I still read day. Like, nobody is going to reject this proposal. At the end of the day, they're like, you don't have the audience for this. Like, no, we're not going to invest in it. The first thing what I did when I was on my way home, I bought a very cold tea exotic, right? And it's during Ramadan, so I bought a very cold tea exotic, bought some really nice chicken, and when it was time for iftar, I relaxed. I tried the food. I'm like, okay, so what is the next thing, right? Who is the next target, or how can I possibly do this through my own finances and see if I can get the audience and then go back, right? Which is what I'm also working on. It can make you a bit sad, it can make you a bit dejected, oh, they're telling me no, but when that yes will come, you're not going to know. But if you stop because you're hearing, oh, no, then you might never get that yes. So in your 20s, be bold, take risk, look people in the eye and say, so that is like, they're not going to kill you. No is the worst thing that could happen. No, we're not invested. Okay, thank you. And when you hear no, don't be rude. Like, don't break down or start crying or lose it there. Keep it classy and be graceful. Like, okay, thank you very much for your time and for the opportunity. I appreciate it. And hopefully, if I'm able to get or reach the targets that you hopefully we can work together. Like, that's it. Keep the feeling mutual, because you never know. The next like campaign or whatever it is that you take to them, it might turn into a yes. You can never say. Okay, guys, to the last point. I mean, I've said manage your finances, network, be disciplined, don't be afraid to say no. The most important is have fun, right? You need to balance your life. Your 20s, you need to enjoy it. It doesn't have to be serious. Work. All work and no play. Make Bisala a dog girl. You need to also take time to chill, have time to like mingle with friends, just chill and relax. Let's say maybe when you hear no, right? Don't immediately go back to the drawing board. Don't do that to yourself. Take time to just relax, to chill, right? Just have fun. What I do lately is, if I do something doesn't work my way, instead of just overthinking it, I might just go somewhere and just chill and I dance, listen to music. Then when I'm done, then I'll come back and I'm like, okay, so let's go back to the drawing board, right? So have fun, enjoy your 20s. It was a lifetime opportunity. Oh, you don't go after you reach 30. You don't go see 20 again. Oh. So yeah, have fun, enjoy the ride, and also while you're having fun, have fun in a very smart and a very intelligent way. 20s is one of the, where they say, I think, one of the most beautiful age for you to be. So in as much as you want to be disciplined, be serious, be focused, want to advance and level up, having fun could also make you level up. So like, You know what I'm saying? So yes, that's it for this episode, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoy the videos, and I'll see you on my next. If you're still here, by the way, please subscribe. Subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe, like the video, comments. If you have any other thing I think can help level up, I'm still in my 20s, so we are all still learning. Share a few tips that have helped you to stay focused and level up and make it the most of your 20s, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.